Look at that. African American news and issues. Charleston White is the driving force behind helping young people excel.
That was in 2014.
Man, I'm talking about you can go all the way to 2020 when I done something with the Walter News 21, Walter Concrete, journalism school. I'm talking about it's House Bill, Senate. American former youth criminal returned to a place where they were locked up. I'm talking about you go back almost 12 years, homie. 12 years. But the
internet try to make it, I'm gonna be real. Like the internet try to make it seem like, that's why like I felt like I had to do this and I wanted to do it. Cause it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be fully transparent. Like a lot of the shit you say, I agree with it. I'm gonna tell you why I agree with it. Cause like I done been through it. 14 going to prison, I did 9.5 years, some of the worstest yards. For 4 counts of murder I didn't commit. They gave me 39 to 90 years. So it's just like, 7 years, they took my business for 7 years. I couldn't see nobody but my attorneys. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't see family members. Like I done had my fucking grandma obituary ripped up. I done had my food fucking spit in. You know, like I done been beat up by guard. Like I done went through it. So a lot of the shit that you be saying to these young guys, like they really not ready for that. You know what I'm saying? When they be trying to listen to these rappers and shit like that, these rappers can't even do a day in jail, bro.
The same people they don't look this up, okay. But the internet don't want that. That's why you don't see Farrakhan on the internet. That's why you don't see Dr. Claude Anderson videos on the internet.
I feel like when I met him, you know, like Farrakhan, they helped like push my, you know, my whole like trying to get me out, my whole case, and the final call. So once I got out, like me and him had like a little private like sit down and talk.
If I wasn't saying that, homie, they wouldn't be giving a damn about what I do. But because that's how the rapper talk. See, this what God, this.
So boom, you hit it on the head. That's something you do to get them to open their ears. That ain't shit you mean, man.
Oh, yeah, it is. That shit I mean. I mean, fuck King Von.
The image, not the person.
The person. Nigga, that nigga's known for killing 4 people.
Allegedly.
No, I ain't no allegedly, homie. He bragged about it on tape. Why the man talked about it and bragged about it on record? You were wrongfully convicted. Okay. He confessing. Come on, homie, we got to be real with this shit, my nigga. If we go stand before kids. You want me now? I mean, fuck King Von, his mama and everybody. Because nigga, me and my brother took 2 lives. Nigga, my mama ain't never defended us. My brother been gone 30 years, nigga, since he was 17 years old. My mama ain't never defended us.
Did she support y'all?
What you mean? She was there for every step of the way, reminding us we got a victim. Nigga, don't call me crying about how these white folks doing you down here and you done killed somebody. Like nigga, don't call me about a motherfucking thing. If that woman can't go hug her baby, boy, at least I can still come hug you. Give me a hug. Mama still can hug you. Come here, let me pray with you. That woman can't hug her baby no more, son. It's gonna be alright. Homie, we got to be real with this shit, my nigga. Yeah. Cause they want to protect these bitch ass rapping niggas who don't do nothing but kill, promote killing, propagate killing, till black women suck they dick, promote incest, 2 twin sisters. Come on, homie.
2 twin sisters.
But to talk down on they dope fiend grandmama who done quit using drugs, taking them to church. They'll talk down on their grandmama who was once on drugs. She's off drugs now, and she telling them about a Jesus, and they got the nerve to reject her God. But that woman been feeding you, nigga, when your mama left, when your daddy wasn't showing up. Now all of a sudden you done went to prison. Come on, I hate these niggas. And yeah, I mean every word I say. I mean every word I say, nigga.
Let me ask you a question. Like, in this day and age, a lot of the shit we got going on, especially like my generation, you think it's worth sagittal? You think it's something that...
Nah. That's why you see so many kids dying. We had a level of protection around us, homie. They won't make it in prison like you made it. They gonna get raped. They gonna succumb to homosexual behaviors. They gonna turn into perverts because they have to jack off. They not gonna have access to God like we had. And it's scary. This generation is detached from the Creator because they idol worshipers. And if we don't destroy these idols, our children will never have access to God. They already rejected Jesus. They rejected more things. Nigga, they rejected everything.
So you a firm believer in faith in Jesus Christ?
I'm a firm believer in what my mother taught me. I don't know nothing else outside of that. See, I watched my mother prove to me that God was real. So I only believe what I heard her teach me.
Yeah. My mama showed me that. She showed me that through getting me out of prison.
I'm saying real. I tried to prove her wrong. No, mama, you don't know what you're talking about. I used to think wasn't nobody bigger than white people. I used to tell my mom, nah, mom, these white people said. And my mom, I said, mom, nah, mom, that white judge. And my mother used to always say, son, God got the last say so.
Prison opened my eyes up, right? I didn't have a choice but to grow up. I never went to prom, homecoming, none of that. I was 14 and getting 30. They threw me on the yard, nothing but grown men, right? So I didn't, like, it wasn't like being in the streets where you could take your time and do whatever the fuck you want to do to figure it out.
No, not this.
At this one, you gotta, hey, look here. Either you gonna be a wolf or you gonna be a sheep. Either you gonna have a chest or you ain't gonna have one at all, my nigga. You gonna eat with your head up or you ain't gonna eat at all. That's, you know, it's up to you. You got freedom of choice when it comes to that. Anything besides that, hey, it's up in the air.
You gotta make your mind up to be willing to be savage. And most people can't listen. That's a.
I didn't grow up. I would say not to say this, right?
But before I don't want to cut you. Think about this, homie. That's a switch. That's a switch that a brain has to turn to go from being human to inhumane, to make that decision. Think about that. That's a switch. How do I turn a switch like that on? Something has to happen to me. Nigga got to boom hit. And for a 14-year-old kid, homie, how do you turn that switch on to go from being a human to inhumane? I got to be willing to bite a nigga ear, his nose, stab him to death. That homie, man, coming from mama house, where I'm gonna get that switch from? I just left my grandmama house. I just left my mama house. My sister was babysitting me. I was just hanging with some niggas and made a mistake. How a little boy supposed to turn that switch on? That's what the music preparing him for.
And they ain't ready for it.
Come on, my nigga. How you get ready for it? How do you get ready for it?
You really can't.
Who could have prepared you for what you done seen, nigga? Nobody here know what you done seen.
Nothing to nobody. Nothing to nobody.
If you don't know God, if your mama ain't taught you how to pray, how you find God in the midst of all that? How can a nigga run? Where can he run to? Solitary confinement. And they give you this Bible. Most nigga can't even read. I can't understand this shit. How do I find God?
I learned how to read and write in prison. I read my first book cover to cover in prison. First book I ever read in prison. George Jackson, Blood in My Eyes.
Blood in My Eyes.
How many niggas go have the wherewithal to have that? How many niggas go have the desire to even do that? And I gotta fight this nigga down the hall talking about fucking me. I'm being extorted. Ain't nobody sending me no money. How in the fuck I'm gonna learn? How I'm gonna develop the desire to even wanna read, nigga, in these conditions?
Niggas ain't even getting no letters to read.
Come on, homie.
It's different. Like in prison, like I didn't grow up in this day and age where all these young guys talk about 30s and switches and Dracos and shit. I didn't grow up around that. I grew up around, nigga, it's a problem, shit finna get physical. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to go get this switch and come back and tear the whole block up. No, this is me and your problem. So if we got a like shit getting, it's gonna have to get there. You gonna know how to. You gonna have to know how to fight. Ain't no guns in prison. You get what I'm saying?
Stab one.
Facts.
Fight or stab.
Fight or stab.
Or be willing to be fucked. It's a nigga in PC. It's a nigga in PC think he run PC. Go fuck with you.
Still get fucked up in PC.
Yeah, man. Homie, listen. You can't see.
I hurt when I see young guys rushing
because we think we can run from our choices. Children, young niggas think at some point, homie, they get a reprieve or a relief for their choices. It's been hitting the restart button. I used to think my mama could get me out of anything. I used to think my mama could get me out of anything. Even when I got locked up, I thought I could call home, nigga. Mama could go call such and such. Nah, nigga.
What happened when you got locked up and you realized that?
I want to go having fun. No, homie. See, you understand? I did everything opposite. I wanted to be gangster. So when I went into the facility, nigga, I became what I wanted to be. The level of disrespect that these niggas have. And who disrespect more black women on a public stage than black men? Pull their head back, pull wine all down and be drowning them, homie. Imagine if your motherfucking boss came in on payday. That's how you do it. He threw the money on the ground to you. That's what we do to the black woman. Yeah.
So how long your brother been gone?
He been gone almost 31 years.
Damn.
On a 114-year sentence. But he killed a nigga when he was 17.
You support him? Like you be there for him? Like,
Nah, I don't give a damn about no grown nigga in prison been gone 30 years.